Ow! Ow! Oh, shoot. Oh, it's working. Oh, holy hell. Okay, cool. I am live. Alright, neato. I can pull it up on my phone. Copy that. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. I have no idea if I can hear myself. Actually, let me turn my phone on so I can hear myself on my phone. Oh, I can. Word. Alright, let's fucking do this, dude. Let's just see what happens. Okay. We are going to start a new career. This is going to go on Twitch and YouTube. We're just going to hope for the best. I'm going to have to fill time with words, and that's going to be interesting. Okay. Let's make sure we got everything set how we want. We're loading every nation we can into this. I'm going to burn my computer for the love of the game. Unfortunately, no women's leagues, as I am certified misogynist. Okay. So 138,000 players. Let's get that down so we're not loading forever. So, okay. Sorry, Finland. Only view only. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Great. So we want playable. View only. View only. Certified non-European hater. If you're not in a European league, sorry about your luck. Okay. Let's turn on some. We have 6,000 people, 6,000 player count that we can load in safely. Do I count as my own viewer if I'm watching my phone? Oh gosh. Uh, what leagues do I want to make playable that are still view only? What if I do MLS playable? No. Hater of MLS. As a Columbus Crew fan, hater of MLS certified. If only they had the USL in promotion and relegation, I'd play it. Singapore League, no. Russia, no. Northern Ireland, no. Playable Lithuania, that takes me up by 600. Playable Latvia. View only for Gibraltar. Sorry, Iceland. View only for you. Croatia playable. Czechia playable. Denmark playable. Yeah. Playable. Sure. France, of course. Germany, of course. Gibraltar, not today. Not today. Playable. Yes. No. Yeah, sure. We'll play Lithuania, Latvia. Why not? That might be fun. Okay, I think we are good with the database. I think I'm not missing anything. Just gonna scroll down here, see if there's anything we want to make from view only to playable. Ukraine takes me over. Maybe a little Wales action. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll call that good. We'll start. We're gonna play in Italy, so we'll start in the Italian preseason. Transfer mode. We'll do a real world. Keep it as real as we can. Oh, uses large databases. All right, we're not gonna do that. Gotta keep that database down and use as many countries as we can. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, let's do this. Let's load up our database. Apologies to anyone that may be watching that hears my fan in the background. I live in an old ass house. It is hot as fuck upstairs. And I'm just hitting my hands on the mic, I guess. Whoopsies. But yeah, it's hot as fuck up in the upstairs of my house. This house is old, so fans stay on at all times. Otherwise, I will die of exhaustion, dehydration, whatever you want to call it. Oh man, this is exciting. I've never played this game on camera. I am newer to this game. Probably only a couple of 100 hours on here. And we're gonna do our best. Hello, dog. Yes, I'm streaming for the first time on FM26. Thank you for being by my side throughout this process. I love you. All right. As we're waiting for this league to load up, this database to load up, I was doing some research to those that do decide to watch this. I was doing some research prior to loading this up and deciding to launch my OBS, and I was looking through the Series C, and the reason that we're choosing Italy to begin with is that my family is Italian. I want to go to Italy at some point, and yeah, I just felt like it was speaking to me. We're gonna do our best to build a club here. Oh shoot! Oh, there's a chat person here that looks like a bot. I'm not gonna lie. My gameplay is so solid. Thank you. I've spent 10 minutes in the database making sure the countries were loading properly. Thank you for your comments, brother. But yeah, we're gonna go to Italy. We're gonna go to Series C. Family is from Italy, so that is why we've chosen. I looked through all three levels, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Yes, we're gonna go with Triestina. I'm sure I butchered that horribly. Um, but I found it interesting because I mean I don't know who all knows or not. I'm sure anyone that's watching this probably knows soccer pretty well. Um, Italy split up obviously three ways in Series C because you have Series C A, Series C B, and Series C C. A being the northern part of Italy, B being the middle part of Italy, and C being the lower part of Italy. And as much as I am a big fan of southern Italy, Sicily, and all that stuff, I stumbled upon this club, which is in the northern part of Italy, of course. I was on Google Maps checking it out, and the town of Trieste is, and you think I would know this because I play grand strategy games. It's on the east side of the Gulf of Venice, like right on the border, pretty much between Italy and Slovenia. Hence, why they have the supporter culture to sign Slovenian players. So I thought that was really interesting. It's like on the far reaches of Italy. We're gonna go to the Wikipedia page of Trieste. We're gonna do some reading on Trieste and this club just to get familiar with it. Because I certainly am not. And we're gonna do a little history lesson before we jump in here and meet the team, and obviously um, build our coach. Okay, make sure I'm spelling the city name correctly. So let's see. Welcome to education time. The city belonged in the Habsburg dynasty from the 1380s until basically World War One. It's located at the head of the Gulf of Trieste, on a narrow strip of Italian territory lying between the Adriatic Sea and Slovenia, which we just covered. And it's also close to Croatia, so I think that's a good idea to build our power base. Got a long coastline surrounded by grasslands, forests, and karstic areas. I'm not familiar with what karstic is, but it's a deep water port. All nice. Let's see. Let's go to our demographics. It's been a population of about a quarter of a million people. It's dropped in recent years. Older relative to the average of Italy. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling through here. It's got its own dialect of Venetian. Very interesting. Now, of course, we're mainly going to be focused on the sports section, the local club, Triestina, which is what we're selecting. It's one of the older clubs in Italy. Did not know that. It was runner-up in Serie A in 1947 and 1948. So we have a little bit of a redemption story going on here. I love that. Lost in the championship to Torino. So we're going to hope that we can get back up the leagues. We will get our redemption on Torino and hopefully capture a championship. Trieste is notable for having had two football clubs, two different nations at the same time. Triestina played in the Italian First Division. Yugoslavia bought ASD Ponziana, a small team in Trieste which under the new name Amatori Ponziana Trieste plays in the Yugoslavian League. Triestina went bankrupt in the 90s, refounded. Okay, so we went bankrupt in the 90s. We went bankrupt, what, that was about 30, 40 years ago? Depending on when in the 90s. I guess they also have a basketball team that's done pretty well. Interesting. Local sporting facilities include the Stadio Nero Rocco, which is where we will be playing. Although Wikipedia has it at a 32,000 seat arrangement, and the game it says 26,000. Still fantastic. Okay. Lovely. I cannot wait to get into this. Let's make it happen, man. Let's take these next steps. All right, head coach profile. I have one in here for myself. Feel free to pause and look at that if you will. Some revealing information, I know. We're gonna be a suit guy, I think. I do enjoy a nice suit. But we are not gonna do a closed suit, and of course we're not casual. This is a professional operation that we have going on here, so we are gonna do that. I'm a little bit bigger these days, but I am definitely not that. I feel like I should go with a little bit more tan for my Southern European roots. I can't go like ghostly white, but maybe. I kind of like that. We're gonna make this somewhat realistic. As I said, select 7'2". There. I'm American, so we do freedom units. And yeah, let's build our dude. Oh, ew, ugh. Sure. Can I rotate you? Oh, lovely. Giga Chad, baby. Yeah. Mega Mine that shit. I don't know if we're gonna do that. All right, let's. I do have a kind of a forehead. It's more of a widow's peak at this age, at this point in my life. Let's get the side, bro. Oh Lord. We'll go with that, I guess. Definitely gotta fix this chin, bro. I don't know what the hell going on with this chin, bro. Yikes. I would say like that. Definitely got something going on here. Okay, now we're talking. Now we got a little bit more of a full face. Oh Lord. I definitely don't have rounded cheeks like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. We'll do something like that. Bring these cheekbones up a bit. Yeah. Broken here, mouse. Like it. Like it a lot. Alright. Next on the hair, I am definitely not. I definitely cannot do dreads, locks, whatever you want to call them. My hair's not bushy like that, so I guess we're doing that. Yep. I'm liking how this is coming along, my friends. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh goodness gracious. The eyes shift the head so much. I don't. Yeah. Ooh. I don't like how bro's eyes crooked. Said the sloth ass. Bro can see everything. Bro cannot see shit. Go do something like that. My brow ridge. Oh goodness. Alright. Look at me, son. Dark eyes, baby. And I do wear glasses. Bow. Handsome. Black's the way to go here. No eye patch, unfortunately. I got another retracted. Bam. Oh, Lord. Alright, good there. Don't need any blush. No eyeliner, makeup, eyeshadow, none of that. We're good. Now the question is, I do have some acne, but no freckles. Yikes. Oh, goodness gracious. It's not that bad. Alright, fuck it. Giving myself a clean skin. No wrinkles, of course. I'm so young. Alright, let's pick the fit. Obviously, you're going open suit. Ah, we are gonna be tough. Alright. What are we thinking here, ladies and gentlemen? I fuck with a purple jacket. But I think we had red as our color. So, red jacket, maybe a black shirt, white tie. How's that red tie? White jacket, red jacket, white shirt, black tie? Or is that too movie theater? Either way, we definitely got to fix this pants situation. I am a joggers guy. Blend it up a little bit. All right, no. I'm thinking so. Then we go that. Definitely rock some sneaks. Yeah, black. So they know we mean business. Watch on the left. Gold? Nah, too fancy. I think we're more of a silver. No rings yet. No lapel. All right, goaded. We're naming him after ourselves. Oh, it would help that I put the last name where the last name goes. I am a he, him. We are born. Send me a birthday. Yeah. Send me a gift. That time. We were born in the Estados Unidos, baby. Where are you? Oh, no. Yes, sir, ski. Born and raised, baby. Interestingly, I can select my nationality. I mean, granted, those people that are born in the U.S. all the time that are not from the U.S. Is it gonna say American? That's hilarious. Boom. I am American. Who speaks the Inglés and bits of Spanish from high school. We're gonna put that on our profile. Or is that not? No. Be safe because I don't know if it'll let me select like fluent or good or. broken, whatever the other term is in this game, if there is any. No other nationalities, full-blooded American. Rah. Okay, here we go. We're gonna hide the tutorial. Skip. Yes, please. All right. I never played soccer in my life, except in like gym class in school. I have not worked in soccer. I have no previous experience in a non-playing role either. Uh, well, I mean, for the all intents and purposes, I'm not even in the I'm not in the media. I guess not at this point in time with the fact that there's all kinds of bots in the chat. That's so crazy. We're just gonna make it none for now. Uh, no coaching qualifications. We're gonna get those as we go along here. How would I describe my coaching style? I am definitely a tactician. I am a developer as well. And we are energetic. That's our coaching style. And you'll see. I mean, I definitely am a lover of using my youth talent if I can, or at least just young talent in general. Um, I play a lot of like Madden and college football, 2K. Uh, so I like to sign a lot of young guys in those games. Even better in this game. We're gonna roll with that. My personality. I am resilient. And given my professional job that is not streaming, I guess I could say convincing. Boom. Oh, man. Here we go, baby. Load that shit. I am 20. Oh, no. We gotta change our date of birth. I made it in 1997. I am not that old yet. There we go. Alright, let's start the game. Yes, sir. We're set to hire 26-year-old Dylan James as their new head coach. Energetic American boss set to bring a tactical focus. Nerio Rocco. Placing a premium on developing young talent. Indeed. I will join Alabardati in a move that will intrigue many within the game, and insiders are confident that his traits are well suited to bring the sort of culture expected throughout the club. I don't know about that, but we're going to give it our best shot. All right. I do have another save of mine. You guys are. I don't know if I'll ever be putting that out there, but I did do a Dover Athletic. I'm currently in League One in that save. It's been a pretty good time. But this is for the stream. For the stream. Bang. Save. Alright. Let's go through our messages. The nickname is Alabardati. I'm curious what that might mean in Italian. Translate. Help me. Let's see if we can select Italian, if it is a word or a phrase. Alabardati means halberd in English. I think that's a form, like a military thing, maybe. But our club is 108 years old, as well, 107 as of the date of the game, but 108 as of August 4th, 2026, when this is going. It's great to have you here at Triestina. You will meet various people in key roles at the club for the next few days. But to start with, I want to give you a quick overview of the club, our history and heritage, and general flavor of the club you're going to lead in the new successful era. All right. So we are in Serie B. These are just the last since 2005, and then relegation in 2010, 2011. Relegation again. This time this is where the bankruptcy must come into play. And then we're in Serie E. We get promoted to Serie D. 4 years, promoted to Serie C. And then we've stayed ever since. Okay, we have won a Serie B title. We have won the Serie A title before, and a Serie 1A title. Let's see how many records we have. We finished fourth in the Serie A in 1947 and 1948, just after World War II. We have been in the fifth tier of Italian football as of 2012. Most points in a season, 72 in 2016-17. Fewest points, 18. Rough. So we went from 18 points in 46-47 to fourth in the Serie A literally the next year. Crazy. Most wins in the season, 22. Fewest wins, 5. Let's hope we never get there. Most defeats, 25. Fewest defeats, 2. Most draws, 19. Damn. 64 goals in the Serie B in 1957 and 58, and we've only scored 19 goals in Serie C in 66-67. So we have fluctuated quite a bit over the years. Our highest attendance, 25,000 versus Pisa. Average attendance, 10,000. Our lowest attendance, yikes, 150. Biggest win over Padova, 49. Biggest defeat versus Torino. We gotta get our get back on that. Okay. Dennis Gorias. Very nice. Most league goals, Franco DeFalco. Most overall goals, why is he Franco? Youngest player, oldest player. Most goals, why player? All right, so uh, we've got some interesting things to chase after as far as the records of the club go. In-game records, we are going to get those at some point. Highest transfer fee paid, $4 million in 2006 for Mattia Raffietti, and we have gotten $3.2 million for Pablo Granoche. Chievo. All right, let's do it. We know a little bit about our club now. Our facilities are good. Training facilities, below average youth facilities. We're going to get that up. We want to get some youth players, not necessarily just doing a youth challenge, but we at least want to get some youth players in the squad. Our academy coaching obviously needs to work as well. I think we had a points deduction on this team, so that's going to be exciting. Looking forward to that, man. Our stadium is good. Fantastic. We're going to hopefully get that stadium full. Got some season ticket holders. That is lovely. We got 41,000 to use on our scouting. We have 0 salary available, so it looks like we're going to need to probably move some people if I have to guess. And then we have a transfer budget of 817,000. All right. Triestina hot seat. I'll be keeping you up to date with news around the soccer world. I've kept of the Get Italian Football news article on your appointment. JSF confirmed today the appointment of Dylan James Me, as the club's head coach, eyebrows have been raised in the soccer world as the appointment of the inexperienced 26-year-old, and he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Nerio Rocco. He places previous head coach Gepino Marino. What is up with my boy? Fairly professional. He'd like to five in the back formation. A little foreshadowing, perhaps. Who knows? Sorry about it, Gepino. Didn't mean to kick you out of a job, brother, but it has to happen. A huge struggle against relegation looks inevitable for Triestina following a 23-point deduction in Serie C. That's not good. But we shall overcome. All right. What are our supporter goals? Sign Slovenian players, sign Italian players. Get the better of our rivals Livorno if we happen to play against them. I will certainly do my best. Be competitive against Udinese. Be competitive with Vicenza, Venezia, Padova. Avoid relegation. We're gonna, boy, aren't we gonna try, buddy? Okay, supporter breakdown. I've actually not looked into this all that much, so I'm actually gonna be curious how this will change over the life of our time at the club. So this will be exciting. We'll get our match and performance feedback soon. Favorite personnel. We have no legends, no icons, no favorites yet. I don't know if those develop or if I select those over time. But supporters' influence is low. We have 34. Core supporters represent the average soccer fan. Family supporters tend to be temperate, patient. Fair weather supporters are especially impatient for success. Corporate supporters are most interested in the stadium's facilities, club marketability. Casual fans are less passionate and loyal than the average fan. We have hardcore supporters are the most loyal and passionate section in the fan base. We have 13%. Let's hope we can get that number up. Good portion of family core fans. Definitely want to get the fair weather out of here and the casuals out of here. We want to make them hardcore supporters. We're going to do our best in that regard. Small but highly passionate about their club. They have just a low level of influence on the board and feels their views only have a limited impact on board decisions, which is probably good for us at this stage, especially with the points deduction. Let's look at what our club is expecting of us from the board. Attempt to avoid relegation. Okay, so we're just going to be fighting for our lives for the next 5 years, they say. We have to work within our payroll budget, which we have zero right now. We're going to grow the club's reputation. I actually don't know if that's just like something passive just based on our performance or what, but we're going to do our best, try to make progress on and off the pitch. Okay. Our supporters say they want us to be competitive with rivals, avoid relegation, and then sign Italian and Slovenian players, but not of super importance. So it looks like we may have some flexibility there, thankfully. I think we'll just go ahead and accept the current vision because not much we can go down in that sense. Tactics. Do we want to meet the squad first before we do tactics? I think that's probably a good idea. Let's see what we have going on here. All right, we got 4 goalkeepers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6 center backs. 7 if you count the guy that can play center back, but is preferred as a right. Got another right. We're gonna use some wing backs. I love me some wing backs. A couple of defensive middies, central midfield. A lot of loans on the team. Not necessarily a bad thing, especially if we want to stay competitive in the league. But definitely gonna need to reduce some salary, and I see a couple that we're gonna probably look into transfer listing and just seeing what we can get out of them. 28-year-old 4-star. We got some potential sitting on the bench. We'll do some comparing of the squad and see what we can come up with there. I think we're suited to do a 5 at the back. That would be my preference. We have enough depth for a full rotation. So let's get the tactics set up, and then we'll put the team together and go from there. Somebody's already wanted by Torres. Oh, they're in Series C as well. Okay. So let's go back to the main page. We'll go to our tactics and we'll begin the introduction. Let's set it up. We're going to go clean. Well, when in Italy, let's do the Catenaccio. And we're going to run 3 center backs anyway, so no matter if I do the clean slate or the Catenaccio, we're going to have 3 center backs. Let's select our formation. We'll just go with that. And same on the other side, because we're going to move these around. All right, so let's do this. In possession, we're going to move this to the center, on the right. We're going to move you to the left. Here is how I like to set up my in possession formation. Not necessarily the roles, just from the structure of the team. From the roles perspective, I do like a poacher, or a channel forward. I basically just want a monster goal scorer from this position, so I'm gonna leave it on poacher for the time being. We're gonna go inside forward. So we're gonna have 3, maybe. Actually may go with an inside winger for both of these. I mean, we'll play it by what we have on talent, but then for the attacking mid, I do like a free role, I think, giving creative license letting them roam from their position to create attacking opportunities for their team while being encouraged to take more risk with the ball and effort to both create and score goals. I do like a free role. You could talk me into a second striker. I do like a more aggressive and attacking center mid, or an advanced playmaker. And if I were to run an advanced playmaker, I'd probably move the wingers into inside forwards. But I do like the free roll. Get this guy just roaming around, doing whatever he does. This is going to be a very aggressive tactic. We're going to go an advanced wing back for both of our wing backs on the side. We're going to do a deep lying playmaker for our defensive mid, and then I don't typically touch the center backs. I mean, obviously, as we get more talent in the squad, perhaps we do like a ball playing center back. But I'm certainly not opposed to doing a no nonsense or wide center back. It's not my thing to really have the center backs get up the pitch necessarily. So overlapping or an advanced center back, I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense for or try. Maybe we'll do an advanced center back and pop up like a two defensive mid formation with like this guy. I feel like that makes the most sense. I don't know if any of the outside ones are gonna do us some good there. Then on out of possession. So basically, what this is gonna look like on the when we have the ball is I want these guys to get out. I want these guys to get wide. I want them to be over here. Same on this side. I want them to be over here. Oh, shoot. Well, all right. Let's go back into the tactic. I messed that up. The deep lying playmaker, I just want to be all over the back, opening up the passing lanes, getting these guys forward. So we're going to want high passing here. We want to see progression up the pitch with the deep lying playmaker. Obviously, have him sinking into wherever he can find some space. The inside wingers, we want them to be kind of sitting where these 2 plus signs are, like on the top of the box. If they have some room where they can kind of sneak in beside the poacher and get some angles in on the goalkeeper, great. We're probably going to be relying on them to feed into this guy's kind of moving up. But we'll kind of play that by ear as we kind of get an idea of what the talent is, what we get in from our youth team, and what we decide to sign on the free agent market. We're going to be doing a lot of trials. We do have quite a bit of transfer budget, which I'm not used to. I'm usually playing in like the English 6 tier or some of these other bum leagues out here. This is how I want to set up our in possession. I don't know, you can call it a 5. It says a 5-1-3-1. If you want to call it like a 3-3-3-1. I do like the flexibility that it provides in the center of the pitch, and we're going to want to use this center area to make a lot of our progressions. These guys are going to be making crosses in. These guys, playing some short passes wherever we can get an opening to create some offense. And then on the out of possession, where the wingers are going to drop, and this is going to look more of like a diamond formation. And then I can play around with maybe we drop into this, and then we have the defensive mid drop into like a center back role. I haven't done it, but I was thinking like we have this guy kind of drop back. We have these guys go wide. We just have them as wide center backs, and we'll see how it looks. If we did like a wide, so they're kind of. I just pointed to my computer screen like you can see my fingers, but like if these guys slide out here, he slides out here, this guy kind of drops back in between. Maybe we do something like that. We're gonna be looking for the defense. The middle of the field is really gonna be where this comes into play. I think we'll leave him high, but we'll have him on a tracking so that he comes back and supports the defense. The question is, if I have these guys on a wide center back, if I bring the wing backs down or if I leave them kind of where they're at, and then we do like something like a pressing. I want to press, whether they're going to be pressing fullbacks or pressing wingbacks. We'll give this a shot, though. I'm actually kind of intrigued by this a little bit, especially since I haven't tried it. I want to have somebody that stays high, but I'm open to using him just as a center forward. We'll do an outlet just in case if we're getting the ball out wide. And these guys, the wide midfielders. Let's see. How's this gonna look? I don't know if we just leave them out wide midfielder. That's what I typically do. I don't know if it's necessary for him to track back necessarily. We'll see. As a tracker, the wide midfielder is instructed to track back defensively as opposition advances their own defensive third or support the defenders behind them. At times, even dropping into the back line as an additional defender. Which we're gonna have 5. Seems almost 2 defensive for me. I wonder if we maybe do these as outlets. And then so kind of like if these guys are dropping back or they're pressing up, and they have an outlet to get the ball to, especially since the attacking mid's going to be dropping back to a degree, as is the mid. I'm going to be interested to see how this looks. Okay, let's set this up. Let's get our players in here and figure out, and then we'll do player instructions and team instructions. Actually, let's do the team instructions. I do like a direct passing game. I do like higher tempo. I want to get wider on the pitch. I kind of like how this is looking in possession. We do want to counterattack. Yeah, I'm a counterattacking guy. Allow creative players the freedom to play the game with additional vision and flair outside the confines of the tactical setup. Yeah, especially if we're gonna have a free roll, I think more expressive makes a lot of sense here. And we will play for set pieces. Goal is going to be having some big guys in the back, and we'll take a look at the heights of our center backs. We want to get some big guys in there that are going to be able to jump in when we get into set piece situations, whether that be on the offensive end, putting it in the back of the net, or defending the net on our side. And on our final third, we're going to encourage dribbling. I don't like that. He's up. We're going to change we're just gonna keep it as like a back line here, and so that these guys can slink back down, sort of. Um, we're gonna work the ball into the box. We want to create high quality chances. I don't. No, I do not want shots from distance. We're pressing in the 6 yard box as much as we can, and we're playing it to the feet. Um, we'll keep it balanced. I do kind of like a lower cross, playing it to the feet, but we'll play it as a balance and see if we can maybe get some headers. We'll see from there. We're gonna have our supporting runs go through both flanks. Uh, of course, we're encouraging our dribbling, especially in the final third. We want the wingbacks to get out here, and our inside wingers to get into the corners of the box. We're going to progress our play through the center. We're going to use our deep lying playmaker. We're going to use our free roamer, get open, progress through the middle, and then spread it and spoke it out to the wings. We want to play the ball into space. We're going to be a little aggressive with our passing. We'll do long goal kicks as need be. I do like a longer goal kick. I feel like it less of a chance that somebody gets intercepted in our third. But if the goalie's picking it up and he's tossing it out, I do want him to distribute it quickly, and I do want him to actually get it out to our fullbacks. Especially because these guys are getting up the field, then we can put it into the deep lying playmaker if we need to. Either way, get it up and out to the wings. So that's how we're gonna do that. And then out of possession, starting at the top here, we're gonna want to run a mid. Okay, I like a mid block. Definitely don't want to sit lower. I mean, we're playing in Catenaccio. Or maybe we do go lower. I was curious where it was changing our positions on the field. We're going to keep balanced. Low block. Do a mid block, and we're going to trigger the press more often. We're trying to win this ball back, especially if we're going to be counterattacking. And then I want to counter press as much as we can. Be balanced on our tackling for now. Liable to change this. We're going to press the goalkeeper, and we want to trap into the wide areas. We're going to have a lot of action going on in the center, so if I can trap them out to the wide, use these wide guys to kind of pin this. We're going to go from like this part of the 6 yard box out. It's going to be where we're trying to pin the ball into and just have them rely on crosses as much as we can. And then we'll keep it balanced. I mean, we're probably going to invite a lot of crosses, considering we're going to trap them into the outer parts, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure, as we go on here. All right, now let's put some of the squad in to the team. Okay. Christian Matasevic is our best goalkeeper by ability, but let's take a look at his skills here. 6'5". We do like 6'5". Jumping reach is 13. This guy is a pretty good goalkeeper, although the transfer value is not similar. Granted, he's an older player relative to the rest of the squad. His contract expires next year. We will probably look to move on from him, especially at 135,000. I may even just transfer list him and just see what happens. See if, especially since we're not going to re-sign him, so we might as well transfer list. We've got a loan of Filippo Neri. Let's see how he compares to our guy, Christian Krishan's better pretty much across the board. Height difference isn't drastic. Obviously, 6 years, and there's a better valuation from the transfer market for this guy. So maybe more game action is good. I don't know how much of his salary we're paying. I'll see if I can find that from Venezia in the league above us. He was loaned out last year to Campobasso, and now to us. Okay. 6'4", position needs some work. This guy needs some game time, obviously, being out on loan, although 22 and being loaned out is tough. Francesco, 6'2", needs to work on the positioning. Agility is good. Aerial reach and jumping reach are nice. Let's compare him to our other guy, Christian again. So I do like what I'm seeing in the passing. Reflexes are good. Rushes out more. It's more eccentric. I don't know if that really does. Decisions are better. Just the overall mental side still needs a lot of work. And on the physical side, he jumps higher. He's more agile. I don't know if pace is really all that important for what we're hoping to get accomplished here. I mean, someone can enlighten me on that by all means. But I wouldn't mind getting Francesco Borriello some playing time, potentially. We'll see what's on the market in terms of like free agents, see what we can bring in, especially on a cheaper salary than 135. That would be ideal. Perhaps we do this guy at 19. We do get him a loan out somewhere. Although being in Series C, is he going to be able to get playing time at our level? And it says he's a leading Serie D player, so maybe not. We'll just keep him in. We'll get him training, see how he kind of progresses, and figure it out from there. And then Madao Diakite, 6'2", lower agility, better positioning. How do you compare to our boy Borriello? Mentally better, for sure. Physically, though, and goalkeeping wise, not really. Obviously, you have a year younger, better transfer market value. I do think that we look to sell Madu. Keep Francesco. I think he can be valuable a little more long term. Perhaps we do play our boy Filippo, and then we'll just see what we can get for old Christian. We obviously will have the transfer the transfer window open up in the preseason. We'll maybe try to offer him up to clubs, see what we can get for him. I don't even remember what this range was, but we'll see what kind of interest we can attract for him. If anyone has any recommendations for how to get the most for your players, it's something that I'm still figuring out on this side of the game. Definitely not a veteran, but we're gonna do our best. And we do have a 26-year-old striker who is best role is a poacher. We have a 19-year-old who's half a star and has higher potential. I do kind of like him, but he's a target forward. How does he play as a poacher? 2-star, 12 finishing, 6'3". Back to goal. He has better pace. Okay. E2, Veritanen, Noah Klajic. versus E2. Some E2 being 7 years older, obviously has a lot of more time to develop his skills. He's better technically, better on set pieces, better mentally. It's competitive physically. I do like that there's more. I mean, granted, it's minuscule. Better jumping reach for Noah, which means he can probably get to headers. He's a little bit better on heading. Hmm. I certainly think that we want to give this guy some time, especially with that potential indicating that he can get to a Serie B. He is currently a leading Serie D, but I think with more playing time, we can get that. We can get that up. I also like Alessandro. He looks like he is decent. He's a good Serie A player. Could improve significantly. I'm intrigued by that, but he does not enjoy big matches, which we don't love to see. He is fairly consistent, fairly poor in the air. It does say he's our best option. Okay, this is interesting. Uh, so I think I want to do here, especially since they're making the same amount of money. Uh, E2, what is your scouted ceiling, my boy? Could improve slightly, but you also don't enjoy big matches. You have poor technique, inaccurate crossing, which we don't care about because we don't want you crossing the ball. If our striker's crossing the ball, we have a problem. You can play in a couple of positions. Good in the air. Good player. Okay. Regular starter versus regular starter. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I am going to put Alessandro in as our striker. I don't know how many subs we'll have in league play. Maybe if it's 7, we'll put our boy Noah in so he can get some time, especially if Alessandro is playing badly or needs to be rotated. Get the young guys some experience, and we'll bring these guys in as we need to. Let's set our goalkeeper situation. We'll put our boy in goal. See if we can have him play well. Get his value up. See if we can get a transfer offer for him. I think that makes the most sense currently. I wish it told me what his playing time was. And if there's a way for me to find that I don't know, but you guys do, please let me know. Okay, we've agreed to back up for him. Cool. Fine with me. We will make him our backup. Perhaps we do get Francesco out on loan. That might make the most sense with how things are going, how things are arranged. Okay. Ogio wants Simone Cosliger. They're also in Series C. They need to generate funds for him. God damn, I'm tired. All right. Tomasio, 33 years old. That's not good for you. That's not good news for you, brother. You're going on the transfer list immediately. We have you signed through next year. Hate that for us. But you're going to get transferred. We just don't want 33-year-olds, at least with how competitive our back line is looking like it will be, I think we're fine with doing it that way. We've got one of our best guys out on loan. Interesting. Who's he on loan through? Also in Series C. I may look to recall him from his loan if I can. Well, we'll figure that out. I think it makes sense to get him some playing time, especially if he's wanted. So we can get him some film, get people interested. Let me get 6'2". Good jumping reach, good heading, good marking, good tackling, great, decent positioning, dives into tackles. We like to see that. This might be a guy that we look to keep then, unless he would get blown away by an offer somewhere, somehow. Andre Anton. I like what I'm seeing here. Breakthrough prospect. And we'll move these guys around. This guy doesn't know he's a wide center back, so maybe we put him in like the middle somewhere. Just use him as the no nonsense. Oh, but and out of possession, he actually is a wide center back. Okay, we might be in business actually. I think we will put you in the team on that side. Do you have a guy on loan? What did you agree? You're a youngster. We agreed to breakthrough prospect. Could improve slightly. Cheeks. Sabadell in Spain. Why'd you bring him here? Hudson Davis. Sorry to hate on my American brother, but goddamn son. I think we are gonna put the old man in the lineup and see what happens with him. Alessandro Silvestre, you look good to be my right wing back. Strong value. I'm gonna plug you in there at the right wing back and see how that goes. Steeper competition for the left wing back, but I think we're gonna put the lone guy in there, and then we will. I have to turn one of you into a right wing back. You have no experience playing over there, and you don't have any experience playing over there. So I need to bring in some right. And if Andrea Moretti was back from his loan, he would also need to be turned into a wing back. He's fast. He just needs to work on his crossing. Okay. So we'll plug these guys in at sub 1 and sub 2. Hudson, you're going to be our center back sub. Alessandro is competent at defensive mid, great passing, great technical ability all the way around. He's a Serie BKT player. I'm starting to realize, okay, I only have one loaned in player on my starting lineup, but I'm gonna definitely have to add in some more round this out. Christopher, since you play a left mid, you can play on the left side for me there. Simone, Simon, whatever your name is, you're going to put on the right. 22, great, good potential. 27, we got 115K. My brother, you got to go. As does Mateo and we're going to put you on the transfer list just from your wage, brother. As a fringe player, too, making 212, yeah, get on the transfer list. Same for you, Christian. Your contract running out after this year. I also want to put you on the transfer list. Okay. So Idris Voka. Good teamwork, good positioning, good vision, good passing technique, first touch, composure and decisions. Do like what I'm seeing with Idris. I may put Alessandro out there. What is his regular starter? Okay. He's big, so I do like that. He does not play. He doesn't know how to play center back. So ideally we're gonna look for a defensive midfielder that can play the center back. But I don't mind what Alessandro has going on. I think we'll use him. I think we actually will put him at. He doesn't have it in his thing yet. We are gonna put him in there, and then Christopher 6'4". That's gonna be helpful heading. Shoot, we might even be able to retrain this dude into a decent center back. Maybe. He's already appearing for Haiti, which is great news. 24 versus 28, less of a wage. I think it makes sense to put him in as a sub on our bench for that defensive midfield role. All right. Dries Voka, 89K. I mean, it's not back-breaking necessarily, but we'll see how our defensive midi rotation comes along if he gets more playing time. So we need on our starting lineup a attacking mid, attacking mid, and some wingers in our bench. Leandro's a good bench piece. Gianmarco, we're gonna give you, I think, the chance to play our free roll. I think. What do we need to get free rolls? I haven't used it extensively. Dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing, off the ball, vision, flair, composure, versus a regular channel midfielder, first touch, passing. We're gonna play around between free roll and second striker. I think our attacking mid. Let's look at the other guys first, just to see what we're working with in that regard. Nobody's really a good free roll, and maybe I don't use it at this low of a level, or maybe it just needs to be trained into them, which is perfectly fine. We'll figure that out. Okay. We want to dump you for your salary. Would a Drees work in more of a free roll? No, not really. I think we put the lone guy in there, and then I think we'll just do Christian off the bench. And I think we're good. So I do have people that can play left, right, and center, which we might not need all of them all the time. Rodolfo Moises, this doesn't look like you have the ability to be in my squad, my friend. So I'm going to transfer this to you as well. And E2, I think, just based on how the cookies crumbled, even though you play my role as your best role, I think we are going to transfer this to you also and just see what happens. I'm intrigued by Idris. I might keep him around. Jaren will keep around. I can get down with this. Okay. We have U20s. Is there anybody that's worth calling up and getting some game time? Probably Marcus Paul Ellertson. It's great finishing. He's a wonderful poacher. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get him into the squad and get him some playing time. We'll see how he trains, and then we can move him into the squad accordingly. I think is probably going to be our best bet. Um, but I do like his finishing. He's everything I'm looking for in a poacher, pretty much. So will probably give him a look. Wonder if I maybe bring him up to the senior squad and just make him available for the U20s, or if I just give it a few months. I think we'll give it a few months and see what happens. Daniel Okolo, 6'4". Damn, brother. I don't know if you're going to be built for the squad, but I do like your composure, your concentration. But you might be somebody that we look to sell at some point. Eduardo Bagnoli. You're wanted by Carreras and Sud Tirol. You're wanted by the BKT. I like your crossing. You're probably something that could play in my squad right now on the low. I think so. You might be one I call up early. And Christian Romano, 5'11". Yeah, you're just not gonna play on my back line if you're under 6 feet. I hate to break it to you, my boy. Yeah, we'll play these guys by ear for calling them up. But I do like Marcus Ellertson getting called up, and I do like Eduardo Bagnoli getting some run with the first team. I think that makes a lot of sense. We have nobody on our U18 at the current club. Do we have any affiliates? Yes. Costa Lunga. Oh yeah, grayed out. I can't do anything with them. So I can send some players down and get some time there and practice. That once a bid for a player accepted by Castellonga, a bid of the same value from Trieste must also be accepted. That's the player to decide their future. I have 9 affiliated clubs. Oh, goodness gracious. Including a Bosnian club. I have Tulsa, Tarachio, Kesna. Okay. They're not in the league. I think we can we use them. They are not in the league either, but I can sign some of their players. This is what you call neat. And I like this guy, actually. He'd be decent. He's got potential. He's young. I like his crossing. So he can probably play an advanced swing back well. Yeah. I think this might be somebody we go after. Let's say we're slightly interested. Wouldn't be interested in joining. He's only just joined the new club. He would be interested in a loan move. Well, we don't want loans currently. We need to develop some talent here, preferably some young talent. So let's get. All right, we've got our people in here. Let's do. Oh shoot! Go back into our tactic. Let's do our player instructions. So as a poacher, I want you to. You can move into channels if you want, but it doesn't really matter to me. Yes, beat your man if you have to. I cannot select to make more runs as a poacher. Interesting. So I guess we'll use standard. Passing. Oh no. Okay. Basically, just want him to dribble more. Stay standard. Out of possession, we want you to really press more often. If you can win the ball back, that it puts us in an advantageous position. We want you to tackle hard. If we can win, again, another thing coming back to winning the ball, but targeting or marking and targeting, we don't care necessarily. Now for these guys, we want them to sit a bit narrower. We want them to cut inside. So we're trying to get them at that top corner of the box. They can dribble as much as they would like to their heart's content. They're going to make more runs in. We want them to be safe. We don't want them to concede possession. Or they're far up from the field, so we'll say take more risks. Our crossing strategy is we're going to put it in the center, because then we'll have ways to attack. And we want them to cross from the byline. I want them to cross from deep if they're going to. I'd rather them not cross, to be fair. Leave them as balanced in our out of possession. Same thing. We're just going to do this, but flipped for the other side. We're going to have them sit narrower. Dribble, get forward. In the center from deep and leave defensive line. Free roll. Standard. Yep. Make more runs. Boom. Yeah. Out of possession. You're going to be tracking back, so we want you to. But we still want you to win the ball. We want you to press. Leave that. Okay. Here's where we do some more. We want our wingbacks to stay wide. We want them to go wide with the ball. Have them dribble. Make more runs, of course, because they're advanced wingbacks. I want them to take risks with their passing, and I want them to cross the center from the byline. And then out of position, obviously pressing, tackling. And then same again on this side, but just flipped. Stay wide. Run wide. Dribble your heart out. Make some risky passes. Cross the byline to the center. And then out of possession, tackling hard. All right. Our deep lying playmaker, we want him to be able to pass, but I don't really care if he dribbles a whole lot. Take more risk when he's passing. We want him to go direct, get the ball up the field, and then out of possession, press, standard. I will leave that standard, actually. I'm going to leave these standards, so he's going to drop back into that role. Center backs. In possession, you're fine where you are. Don't dribble. Dribble actually less often. That'd be fantastic. We want a tight mark. So they can do however they want. And then our goalkeeper. Definitely dribble less. Don't want the goalkeeper dribbling. That's not good. Take fewer risks when you're passing, brother. Okay. Good. All right. I'd say we got ourselves a tactic here, boys and girls. Our next piece. Oh, we need to throw in somebody at our sub 5. Which we will do a midfielder of some kind. We'll do that. Okay. Done with the tactic. We'll begin this introduction. We'll set up our responsibilities shortly. We've met the squad. Silvestri is our captain. And Urso is our vice captain. Well, I believe we just put both of those guys up for a transfer list, so we're going to be looking for new captains at some point. Idris, Anton, Christopher Addis. I wouldn't mind him becoming the captain. But yeah, so we're gonna obviously have a change in captaincy at some point. That's fine. continue the introduction. Yes, we know our guys pretty well at this point. We got some youth, no injuries, of course. We're just starting preseason prep. We're gonna keep our training camp. Selection rules. This is what we need to get familiar with. Must have at least one U19 player. Squad must have no more than 25 players. Okay. So that means we can probably bring up one of our guys from the U20 team and probably be good in holding to that registration rule and squad selection rules. So we can probably find that registration. There we go. Okay. Our boy Simon is going to be our U19 in the squad, as is Hudson. Fear not, we will register people. Okay. Oh, it is asking us to register a U19 guy. So we will do that. All right. Now, so we've got the tactic all put away. Fantastic. What we want to do next, at least what I want to do next. So we looked at the first team, we looked at all that. I want to get these guys on proper individual training. We're going to set our boy Simon up for just center back training for now, and then we want him to get better strength, better positioning if we can. Strength and jumping ratio, wouldn't mind that. Defensive positioning, marking, decisions. Let's do our defensive positioning for Simon. I feel like that's the best course of action currently. All right. We're going to go back to our squad page. And we're going to click on Fagioli. We have him playing our poacher. So we're going to have him working on that. And central outlet, center forward. We want him to focus on his good stamina, probably his quickness if we can. I don't know if you can really develop physical traits at 25 as well as you can when they're younger. Uh, we'll see if we can boost up his quickness a bit. And then our boy Christopher Johnson. We want him. All right, let me jump back here. He has middle left. All right, so he's good in the mid. We want him to get more familiar with those left sides. So we're gonna go attacking, inside winger, and then wide midfield. And we want him to train his good passing, good crossing if we need it, first touch. He's actually got good attacking movement. We'll just do final third in general for Christopher. The lone guys, I think we're going to leave alone. They're not going to be ours for long. And if they play in our tactic, they'll get more familiar with it. Alessandro is he plays on the right side, so we want him going advanced swing back training. And pressing wing back. And we want him to work on passing. Passing. No. And work on his ball control. All right, we'll get Silvestri, even though he's gonna be gone. We'll get him set up. Not that he needs defensive positioning. Pretty good all around, really. I guess we'll work on your strength, brother. Keep that strength up at 33. Then our boy Anton here. We actually want him to train the wide center back role. And we want him to work on probably his strength as well. Goalkeeper, we're probably gonna leave alone. Playing position, yeah. We're just gonna do the goalkeeper in and out of possession. And we'll have Christian here focus on probably his aerial reach if we can. It might just be inherent in his build. That's certainly a possibility. We'll do reflexes or reactions. Lovely. I guess we're not doing any of the lone guys. All right, what does this guy need to work on? Right, also his ball control. And then Mateo, you need to work on your something. We want you to practice at right wing back this time. Actually, I think we will have him work on his strength as well, and we'll train him in the right back until we bring somebody else in. Christopher, I have you gonna practice your deep line playmaking ability, and then your dropping defensive mid. We're gonna work on your defensive positioning, I think, brother. Yeah. Noah, we're gonna get started early on his poacher training, and we want him to train on his quickness, especially at 19. I think we're good for now. I'm getting lazy, I know. Okay, So, top team, the champions, is earning their way up, I believe, if I understand how this works. Let's jump to Series B. So we have 3 automatic relegation spots. So yes, the champions is going to earn their spot in automatically, and then we have a ton of playoff spots, which are going to go into a crazy tournament, if I had to guess. Oh, Poly 90 TA says hello from Italy. Hello, Poly 90 TA from Italy. So we have our automatic spots to go up. We have a large playoff, which is going to come down to the bottom playoff teams. That'll be fun. And wonderful. So we've done our training. We've got our tactic. Dynamics on the touch. We'll do the discipline stuff in a moment. And squad numbers. So I want to get our shortlist set up. We'll keep the default. We're going to add sign me shortlist. These are guys that we're going to want to bring in. And we'll have that on a 3-month refresh. May drop that. We'll see. We'll do a maybe / watch shortlist. We'll do a loans one. And then we will do a. I do a Wonderkin. Well, I do separate Wonderkin ones at some point. I don't know if we're in a position to do that necessarily just yet. But I think we'll just leave it at that for now until we know where we're at in terms of scouting, transferring, see what we can get for our players. Let's see what is out there in the database. Oh, staff. That's what we need to look at next. Is our staff. Oh boy, we've got roles to fill. Okay, how is our staff now? Is the question. Our recruitment analyst is 73 years old, but he's good. I do like that. Salvatore probably needs a buddy and or an upgrade. And our general manager is average all the way around. Okay. Next stop is finding scouts. A lot of people want this guy. I mean, understandably so. I also want 32,000. Oh goodness gracious. What are we paying what are we paying our scouts currently? 28. Okay. Not unreasonable. The general manager of 101. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. But I do like that this guy is very good in judging potential. He does not know much outside of Italy, which is totally fine given that we're in Series C. Can I sign you for 30? And 25% promotion increase? I can't. Maybe I should have asked for more. Well. Well. Let's go back. And then Diego Zucker. Let me see if I can get you for 25. 25. I think I might be able to. I would be willing to give you. Okay, no, you'll just take it. Fantastic. And then you, sir, suck at negotiating, but you know Slovenia and Croatia well, which would come in handy. I hate that I have to reset to scouting every single time. Okay. Redonia, good, and unsuited for negotiations, which he's not going to do a whole lot of negotiating anyway. So I might just go ahead and get him. Let's just see what he wants. Actually, for I be able to finesse you. Okay, no, you're like okay. So I'm increasing the pay of my general manager, which I don't want to do right now, or do I? No, we'll let Michel Franco do his thing. I think is our best course of action. Uh, I have two physios. I only need one, and a loan manager, technical director, chief scout, which I don't have, and a head of youth development. I do want to get that in place. And we want to go to coaching youngsters. We want elite. Let's sort of say add condition, attribute, working with youngsters is at least outstanding, which gives us 76. Okay, so we can make that elite. I think it'd be just fine. At least it's a 22. Okay. Competent is going to be our best arrangement. We have a professional here in Beirut. I do like that. Ojan, balanced, temperamental. Domenico, let's add more conditions here. General personality is professional. We have our guy Beirut. I mean, model professionals. No. Model citizens. No. Perfectionists. No. Leaders. Yeah, I guess I'll look at that. No. Fairly driven. I think we will do our boy Borat as he's a professional. He's elite with working with youngsters. So I'll put him in charge of the youth stuff. We do want to get that judging player ability and judging player potential up, but I do like what I'm getting with him as my head of youth development for now. Can I get you for 50 grand and 25? Oh, how about 70? Great, wonderful. Okay, so that fills out the head of youth development. We need more. We need another coach. So we've got a fitness coach, goalkeeping coach, regular coach, assistant coach. How was your goalkeeping, Danielle? Competent. I can probably do better. Probably. I need to be mindful of what I didn't pay attention to with Borjut is his tactics. He's a 4-4-2. I mean, not the end of the world, really. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But we'll figure that out. What is there in the way of goalkeeping coaches? Good ones out there. Old, which is, I mean, not the end of the world, but Continental B. Continental B is 68. Fairly professional Continental A license 64. He's good. I do like Luigi Genovese. Fairly professional man. Or is it worth signing you away from Monastir? Probably not. So we can get the young guy, competent, average, fairly ambitious. I think we just go with Genovese here. We upgrade our goalkeeping coaching, which, if I look at it on our side, is 12th. We're below average, not what we want to see here. So definitely needing some upgrading. We're the worst in Series C in terms of attacking. Not good overall. Part of that is me. I will fully admit that. Um, let's see. Fitness. Well, yeah, we just need a complete overhaul with what our situation is. Let me look at the. Let me look at the staff. He's getting paid 43 wowzers. Yeah, dog. And I can save money by getting the old man. Yeah. And I'll pay you less if I get promoted. Yeah, welcome to the squad, brother. All right. Now our fitness guys, competent fitness, spirited. Let's see what we have out here for fitness coaches. Two very good ones. Love to see that. 29 years old, good authority, no qualifications, so we could probably get him. Probably work on old Max Kane. Newt Vanderbilt has Continental A. I don't mind building up Max. Just see what else is out there for gigs. Enrico Perry is 36 years old. Max is 29. Riley 54. Still Max. Still Max. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and sign our boy Max Kane here. He is going to be our Let me jump back here. Sports scientist. Unsuited. Okay, no. You're a fitness coach all the way, buddy. How much is our one fitness coach getting paid? 23. Okay, we're gonna splurge a little bit. We're saving enough on the goalkeeping where we can go get our boy here and be fine. I know I just probably went backwards. Hello, dog. I hear you. Where are you? Might be at the window. Okay. Max Kane. You take 27.5 and 25%. Yeah, cool. Love that for me. And there's the regular staff. Reasonable. Oh no, look at that. Danielle Grandini. Reasonable, competent, reasonable, competent. Okay. So we're gonna get those up. We're gonna hire 2 new coaches and get that shit up. I might be tanking my club financially here because I'm probably gonna have to pay these unless they mutually terminate, which would be ideal. But we need some of the goods. Tritium, where are you? You're a non-league in Italy. Okay, now this is our main coaching style. Mm, mm, mm. We have nobody that wants to do a 5 defender. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Andrea Cupi. There's Continental A. Likes the 5 in the back. I want you to be a coach. Oh, shit. I forgot to look at what our one boy is getting paid. What are you getting paid, coach? 50,000. Wow. No way I can get this dude to sign off on it, but let's sort by defense. Will you be my coach for 50 G's and 25%? You want to be an assistant coach. What if I say regular coach and 62? If I do that, you're set on being an assistant coach. That takes away the fun, Andrea. Don't you see that? Then I'm not taking advantage of all your good stuff. I'm just taking advantage of your scouting, which my boy Mateo does actually pretty well. And he's professional and he's young. So I don't want to get rid of him, actually. I'll give you a hefty. Okay, you're set on being an assistant coach, and I don't like that. Mm, Continental B, Matej Podlogar. You've been coaching Domžal for a long time. Non-league Slovenia. My U18s coach. I don't know about that yet, dude. Let's keep doing some investigating here. You have a Continental Pro, so you're not going to improve. Mmm. Tricky, 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 huh? Because we want to coach with a 5 in the back formation. It helps, going to help with the um. Oh goodness, do we just throw the bag at this dude? Do we just say, be our coach, 75. Okay, you're just not. You don't want to. You don't want to be a coach at all. You want to be an assistant coach, and I understand that, Andrea. I really do. I just wish you weren't acting this way. Hmm. I wish this was definitely more sortable. There's, but I also don't like this one because there's 2 strikers. I don't mind this one. Matej, would you like to be a coach on my staff for 50 grand? You'll do it for 60? How about 55 and 25? Okay, fantastic. You're good. Technical, your tactical is average. You're good attacking. I just need a defensive coach now to replace my one dude with. And where can I find that? You suck at literally everything else but defense, and you're already at a B Continental B license. That's not good. Not good, brother. So tactical, we need more tactical. Matej is good technical. Professional Continental Pro license. I don't hate this. I think we need a better defense coach. Can we throw the bag at you, my boy? I doubt it, but we're gonna try. Shoot, I'll give you $5 grand if you help us avoid relegation, and a 25% increase in your salary. Nope. I like our assistant coach, brother. Please don't do this to me. That'll be a fluid counterattacking. Okay, excellent. Signed, sealed, delivered. Marco Alboni, hopefully you're welcome to the squad, brother. Okay, so I got the coaches sorted out. We're gonna make some changes there. I got the youth development. We need the set piece coach. We'll do the head of performance soon. We'll get all that figured out, and the medical will take care of itself. Players, man. Players, man. Who is free out here? We're not signing any olds, and we're going doubtful. Under 30. Preferred. And since you're a goalkeeper, we want you to be over 6 feet. Over 6 feet tall. 600 players still available. Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious, look at that. Look at all them boys available. Actually, let's go to our recruitment focuses. We want to create a new one in any position, any ability between ages 15 and 30. Italy, ongoing. Further details, condition, contract status is expired. In 6 months. And we want to jump back and we want to rename this to contract. I usually do expired here, but I think I'm going to do 6 months just to keep an eye on who's coming up that we can potentially sign. I don't know if I can add 6 months and expired or if I have to do that in 2 separate ones. Someone maybe fill me in on that, please. We're going to set that up as our first focus. We're going to do one for loans, not lounge, loans. Also, in that area, any ongoing condition is listed. Yeah. All right. We have 40,000 to spend. Can we do better than scouting just Series C? I think we can. I'm going to move this up to scout the surrounding divisions. We have a ton of transfer budget. Or do I go all in and recruit from and scout everywhere. Am I going to be using my transfer budget frequently? Is what I need to ask myself. And can I bump it back if I need to? Fuck it. I'm gonna do all of Southern Europe. I want to see what this is gonna do. I haven't had scouting this high before. Then I will go there, there. We're gonna adjust our scouting budget. 20 to spare. And what do we need on the squad? Go back to our positions. So we need a right wing back for sure. At least a backup. We would like probably some backup on the wings and in the middle. We're gonna dump the goalie at some point, so we'll probably look to get a first team goalkeeper. Maybe some depth up on the center back position. Considering we're a little bit younger, less talented star wise. So that is we're gonna do transfer room and we want create requirements. We want a goalkeeper for transfer and playing time, first choice. We also want a center back in and out of position. Also, no older than 30. We'll say regular starter, maybe important player. We'll do important player for now. Maybe we'll move it back if we need to. And then, oh yeah, right wing back is what we're looking for. We want a regular starter. Okay. What do I have in the way of left and right? Simone playing on the right. Jaren's probably filling as the backup on the right with Christian and or Leonardo Pediculo playing on the left in sub form. I think we'll let that play out. We've got enough flexibility there to kind of rotate a lot of people in and out. Defensive mid, we've got 3 wing backs. I think we're good then on the transfer in and out for now. Maybe a striker, because we're gonna have one striker listed. So yeah, we'll probably look to get another striker. Alessandro's 25. His contract's running out. We'll see how he plays and if we want to re-sign him. I need to be more diligent about keeping players in their 20s that are playing well. It's just like the Tommaso Silvestri people that we can't afford to just keep around. So yeah, we will do a striker in and out of possession. And see if we can maybe find an important player. Basically, this whole spine, the spine of the team is just needing some work, and that's fine. Starting down in the 20th position with our minus 23 points. We got our work cut out for us there. Goodness gracious. do want to start, maybe get some trialing going on. You want reflexes, you want jumping reach, agility. How does that reduce? Okay. Punching. Reflex positioning looks good. I think we'll just trial all these guys and see what hits. And then we'll shrink this by 1. See what else opens up. Okay, that opens up a lot. All right, 20 goalkeepers I think is good. Right, we're gonna actually rescind his if we can. We don't need to bring on a 29-yard long trial. These guys are young, so I'm interested. And then we'll delete, delete, delete. We'll keep our 6 foot, but then we'll switch to center backs. And then we're gonna look for obviously heading, marking, tackling, jumping reach, strength. Okay, 23 people on trial now. Okay. 24, 25, oh, 5, 26, 27, 28. All right, we will trial these folks and see what we come up with. Maybe an interesting loan possibility here. Wanted by Foggia on transfer. Monza. We'll let our scouts get working once we get them in. We've got our short list set up for now. We'll get to looking on the international squads. Maybe try to wrangle some things there. But I think we've got ourselves set up pretty decently on the initial part of things. Perhaps we're ready to play. I think so. Oh yeah, one of the things I did want to do with my recruitment focus is contract. Who is that being handled by? So we just need to get our scouts in. let's advance, I think. And then I think we'll call it for this. We have this 2.5 hours, 10 o'clock, time for bed, where I've set up stuff. So I think uh-oh, already making people mad. I had a chat with old boy, and he wants to know why he was placed on the transfer list. Highly influential player in the squad. You need to consider the impact on the rest of the squad should you fail to appease him. Let's discuss it. Ruining the atmosphere already, I guess. Uh-oh. I think based on how early it is, I should back down here. Yeah. Squads in Brazil want our boy. Lovely. Non-negotiable. And they'll give me a percentage of his next sale. 24 years old. Oh, man. They are not negotiating. View alternative offers. FLC, non-negotiable. MAF, non-negotiable. That's even worse. That's basically 12.5, 12.85, 6. Not good, man. Not good. Are we going to use him? No. Got 2 years left on his contract. What to do, man? What to do? I think we call it there. And this is something that we revisit at the next time we stream. I think that would probably be the best way to do this. So thank you for tuning in to those who did during this time and anyone who may watch this when I post this to YouTube. We'll actually start to move forward with things and play some games next time. Adios. Let's actually save it first. And then we'll say our adios. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today.